Welcome back to first chapter. Now then, I'll keep an eye on things here. Could you return to Rouen and report back to Jean? That's fine with me, but are you sure you'll be okay? Come on, I just got a whiff of sleeping powder is all. It all happened a little too fast for me to remember who attacked me though. Pretty shameful, I know. Don't beat yourself up over it. You still managed to fend off 4 attackers. The children are safe thanks to you. I can't thank you enough. Well, I guess there's that at least. Still, will Agate be okay facing them on his own? I know he's tough and all, but it still worries me. Yeah, if they somehow manage to get the drop on him. For now, we just have to trust that he knows what he's doing. He's been after those guys for a while now. He knows how they work, so I think they'll have a tough time taking him on. Yeah, I guess you're right. We'll just have to focus on what we can do. You're right. You're exactly right. I'll hang on to the donated money until the matron wakes up. If those guys want it, they'll have to pry it from my cold, dead fingers. You can count on me. I'll be fine, so you go on ahead. Alright, be careful. Let's go, guys. Oh, that scene is shorter than I remember it. Turns out we probably didn't have to cold stop last time, but that's okay. We're off to Rouen. Dalmor was behind everything. He was just pretending to be all kind and everything from the start. I've been kind of wondering about this. But will we be able to catch the mayor this time? Huh? She raises a good question. This may be difficult. The Bracer Guild has a non-interference policy when it comes to government affairs. Considering he has control over the whole Rouen region, arresting the mayor isn't going to be easy. Hold on just a second. Doesn't anyone else find that strange? It is funny, but the law is the law. That's why the guild can have branches anywhere, even in the Erebonian Empire. Yeah, but still. Anyway, let's just get back to the guild and talk to Jean. I think he'll have some useful advice for us. Okay. I'm fine, don't worry about me. We just need to make the man in charge pay his tab. Yes, that's right. Well, there's a problem in this whole deal. So yes, we learned a little bit about that back when Cheryl was giving us the rundown as to what the guild does. But because the guild is an international civilian organization, it's not supposed to butt its head into any sort of governmental affairs. It exists to protect the civilians and uphold justice and whatnot, but there are sort of loopholes in that whole policy. In the event that the guild is requested by some sort of big leader to step in and help, then they can do that if it's in the best interest of the people. But the fact that our perpetrator this time is a governor, that makes things a little complicated. What is it, Chloe? Well, are you two going to be going to the guild? I just remembered something I need to do, so can you go on ahead without me? I'll catch up to you shortly. That's fine. Are you going back to campus then? Yes. I think I should report in to the headmaster and let him know what's happening. Okay, I got it. We'll be waiting for you at the guild. I'm sorry, Estelle. You too, Joshua. Chloe produced a notepad and pen and began scribbling furiously. This ought to do it. Sieg! I understand. It's just hard to believe that Mayor Dalmor is behind these recent events. This is certainly a major incident. So, John, do you think the mayor can be caught? Well, I'm afraid it's going to be rather difficult. The only way it'll really happen is if he can be caught in the act. I figured as much. You can't be serious! So we just have to allow a corrupt mayor to stay in power? Now, there's no need to panic. The Bracer Guild's hands may be tied, but the Royal Army can get him. Oh! Estelle, Joshua, I'd like for you to go to the mayor's estate and question him. It doesn't matter if he gets angry, I just want you to buy us some time. And you'll contact the Royal Army in the meantime? Haha, precisely. I'll contact Iceland Fortress HQ with the Orbal communication system to request assistance. I don't like having to rely on the army, but I don't see any other option. Okay, once Chloe catches up to us, we'll go see the mayor once. I made it. Sorry for the delay. Not at all. Perfect timing, in fact. That was pretty quick for a run to campus. Well, I'm pretty fast on my feet. So, what's the plan? We were just talking about going to the mayor's estate. We have to stall him with an interview while the royal army is contacted. Ah, I see. Maybe that wasn't so necessary after all. So will you be coming with us? Oh, yes. Please allow me to accompany you. We'll be counting on you to contact the army, Sean. Just leave it to me. Yeah, but first, take this job I did. Yay! Thanks, Sean. Alright, so we're going to the mayor's house to bust his balls. But first, more importantly than that, I want to talk to O'Neill. This continent is a big place with a whole lot of different countries and people. Perhaps you lot will get the chance to travel the land someday. It's important to spend time with different cultures and learn about them. That is, if you want to be a well-rounded adult like me. Ha ha ha! I don't know about that. I saw Joshua traveling the continent. That'd be crazy. Characters are supposed to stay in their countries. One arc. This is the Liberl arc. Let's see. Right. His house is on the south side. I made that save file because I don't think there's anything to miss at this point. Yeah, I think we're just supposed to go do it. And, our little in-chapter altercation's gonna happen here. Look at that bastard's fancy yacht over there. Man, this place is huge. Is he really doing all that nasty stuff from a place this nice? I don't think that really matters. Mayor Dalmore is originally from a large family of nobles. I think this estate has been passed down for generations. Okay, so the estate wasn't paid for in blood at least. That's something. Anyway, we need to find him and question him. Welcome to the Ruan Mayoral Estate. I'm terribly sorry, but the mayor's currently attending to some guests. Perhaps you could come back another time? What? Now hold on, just 1 second. I'm pretty sure we know who the guest is. It's Duke Dunnan, isn't it? What? Why, that's exactly it. Have you received an invitation as well? Yes, it came directly from the mayor himself. I apologize for the inconvenience, but would you mind? Now that I take a closer look, you appear to be bracers. If circumstances demand it, then please, go on up. The mayor and Duke are in the banquet hall on the second floor. Excellent. Thank you for your help. Oh, right. With so many guests arriving, I really must prepare some tea. Please pardon me. Frickin' silver-tongued Joshua. What? Oh, nothing. I was just thinking how impressive it was that you knew the Duke was here. Oh, it's just a matter of asking the right questions. He's planning to sell vacation homes to the rich, remember? Duke Dunnan might as well have a bullseye target painted on his misshapen head. Wow! That's smart thinking. Where'd you come up with that line about the mayor inviting us? It wasn't a line. He did invite us over, the first time we met him. If those ravens start making trouble again, feel free to drop by and let me know, or something like that. Oh, that's right. So he did invite us. Exactly. Well, why don't we head up to the banquet hall? Here we go. I just save right outside this door because I'm pretty sure the end of the chapter is right through it. I must wonder what's being discussed behind those doors right now. The master is speaking with Duke Dunnan, you see. I like the sound of that. Ruan would be the perfect place for a vacation home. I think I might stay for a while. I had a feeling you'd think so. I'll see to it that you get the finest place available, my lord. I believe you'll be quite satisfied. You're quite the smooth talker. But good, money is no object. Prepare me an estate that is worthy of your future king. Make it as splendid as your holdings here. Pardon me, my lord, but wait a moment. The Queen asked you to consult with her before spending such an amount of... Silence, Philip! I am to be your next king! Such purchases are every day for a man of my standing. Yes, of course. Well said, your grace. We can get a written contract together shortly. But first, one more drink. Oh ho ho! Hi there! Greetings from the Racer Guild! You... What do you people want? You look kind of familiar. Oh, it's you. Hi, Mr. Butler. We just dropped by to talk to the mayor. No biggie. This won't do. If you're here on guild business, you should speak with some semblance of manners. I'm in the middle of an important discussion, so why don't you come back later? I apologize for our rudeness, Mayor. We intend no disrespect. We simply came to report to you that we have identified the arsonist. Oh, that. Well, then I suppose... My lord, would you excuse us for a moment? No. Say what you're going to say here. This sounds interesting. But... It's okay. Maybe the Duke will have something to add. It won't do any harm for him to hear this, will it? Well, if we must. While we're on the subject, it seems that Matron Theresa was attacked again last night. Could the arsonist be linked to that? It seems very likely. Unfortunately, the attackers are still at large. I see. Still, at least you say you know who they are now. So, who did it? Who indeed? It's exactly who you think it is, Mayor Dalmore. Ah, I see. That's quite a shame. I was hoping I could make them see the error of their ways before it was too late. I suppose that was a vain hope on my part. Huh? Who are you talking about, Mr. Mayor? What do you mean by who? Why, the Ravens, of course. They've been hiding ever since last night. I'm sorry, sir, but they aren't responsible. This time, they claim to be the victims themselves. What? So, without further ado, the culprit is... You, Mayor Dalmore! We already have Gilbert in custody, and we know everything. We also have proof that you stole the money donated to restore the orphanage your lackey set on fire. Can you deny that charge? Nonsense! Do you think I know those people in the black clothes? Well now, that's a little strange. We didn't say anything about black clothes. This is absolutely ridiculous. Gilbert was acting alone. You don't know when to give up, do you, old man? We know that you were plotting to build vacation homes on the land the orphanage occupied. Do you still deny the charges laid against you? Persistent little brats! But I've had those development plans in places for ages. They're just part of Ruan city planning. What reason would I have to be so impatient that I'd resort to criminal acts? Well... How about a mountain of debts to pay off? Niall? What are you doing here? I figured I'd come to the mayor's place to do some investigating when I see you two going in. The whole thing smelled fishy, so I decided to sneak in. That's it in a nutshell. Just who the hell are you? Oh, I'm a reporter for the Liberl News. The name's Niall Burns. Actually, I've been checking into the city's financial affairs recently. And what do I see? But that Mayor Dalmore here has been diverting funds from the city budget lately. They're funds for the expansion project. I'm not buying it. You haven't even started construction. I thought it was kinda strange, so I dug deeper and found links to the airship company's services. Now that was quite the little surprise. 1 year ago, you took more than a few trips to the Calvard Republic. I was just sightseeing. A reasonable claim. But the truth is that you've amassed a nice, big debt over there. Am I right? You're losing me. How? By using town funds to speculate in risky commodities in the hopes of cashing in. Buying goods when they're cheap, selling them when they're high. That kind of thing. Oh, I get it. So, how much did he lose? From what my fellow reporters over there told me, something to the tune of 100 million Mira. 100 million Mira?! That's 100 times the amount donated to the orphanage's rebuilding. I can certainly see why one might turn to crime over an amount that high. 100 million! I'm pretty free with my spending, but I've got nothing on you. This isn't a competition, you know. Now that you mention it, he took funds from the city budget to pay off his debts and stave off any questions. But I can't understand why he would turn to arson and theft to build his vacation homes. It just all seems so random. Where's your proof? Go ahead and run your story, with all its wild speculations. I'll sue you and the newspaper for libel. Suddenly confident, are we? And you all. The Bracer Guild does not have the authority to arrest me. I'm the mayor. I want you out of here, now. I guess he's right. He knows his rights. Mayor, may I ask you one question? What now? What is a student of the Royal Academy doing, associating with such people? Disgraceful. Return to campus at once. Koei looked Mayor Dalmore directly in the eyes, her expression cold and stern. Why did you not use your own assets to pay off your debt? 100 million mira is certainly a lot of money, but I think that House Dalmore surely has enough assets to settle the matter. This estate, for instance, it would easily sell for at least 100 million mira. Don't be ridiculous. This estate has been handed down in the Dalmore family for generations. How could I ever simply let it go? The orphanage was no different. For many, it was a place fondly remembered. No one has the right to destroy something like that. How could you do such a thing? How dare you liken the estate to that dilapidated old hovel? You care for no one but yourself. More than being the mayor or being the head of House Dalmore. You pitiful man. You have quite a way with words, young lady. But let's see if you'll change your tune in a few minutes. Fango, Bronco, come, it's dinner time. What the? That smell. What the hell are those things? Monsters? Oh, my lord. Unbelievable. You actually keep monsters as pets? Everything you think you know will die with you here. Don't worry. If there's anything left of you, I'll dump it in the river. He's crazy. So, is fighting freaking monsters part of the stalling plan now? Well, at least we can arrest him for trying to kill us. I'm sure the other stuff will stick, too, after this. I bear you both no ill will, but I will not allow you to harm anyone. Fighting stupid monsters. This fight's dumb. Take that, Bronco. Alright, these type of monsters buff each other upon death. How lame. Diamond Dust. Don't move. Ah, it'll still get him. That's it. You're buffing no one, dude. Got bad news for you, Dalmore. It can't be. My sweet babies. How could you do this? You're one to talk. In accordance with Bracer Guild protocol, and this time with authority, we're placing you under arrest. Surrender, and you will not be harmed. You leave me no choice, but to use my trump card. Huh? A wand? Time stop. I can't move. Did he use an Orbal art? No. This has to be an artifact. So what the hell is that? Well, well. Your knowledge is impressive, Miss Renz. This is the Chronos Rod, an artifact which happens to be a family heirloom. It can completely paralyze anyone within range in the blink of an eye. That's crazy! How does the church not know about such a powerful artifact? with a tool crafted by the wise ancients themselves. What else would one expect? Tactical orbments can't even begin to compare to this. Sadly, it only has that one function. Which means I'll have to sully my hands and dispose of you myself. You should consider this an honor. Let's see. I think I'll start with the smart-mouthed little brat first. Who are you calling smart-mouthed? Perhaps I'll save the intelligent girl for last. Now, what was that you were saying about authority? You could plead for your lives. It might help, but I doubt it. To you? Yeah, right. Keep your filthy hands off. What's that? Keep your filthy hands off Estelle. Don't you harm a single hair on her head, or I'll use every technique I know to cut your miserable carcass to pieces. What? Joshua? Joshua? You certainly talk big for someone who can't even wiggle his fingers. Fine, I'll start with you. Stop! I'll never let you get away with hurting him. Joshua! Die. No! What? That light! Damn it, if I could just reach my camera. What's going on? I can move again. Estelle, what was that black light? I don't know, but I think it came from that Orbment Dad sent us. Impossible! My family heirloom, my artifact, it's broken! It hardly matters, since you've played your last hand. It's time to face reality. Yeah! I can't believe you'd really stoop this low. It's disgusting. Ugh. I will not be taken in. After him. Okay. Hey, wait up! I can't let a story like this get away. Oh my, I believe I've lost a few years off of what little remains to me. My lord, are you alright, my lord? The monsters! The monsters! What is that even for? Ah, he's gonna escape in his yacht! What a dick! Hey, what's that? It's Mayor Talmore's yacht! Hey, wait! We can go after him in this boat. Come on, you two, get aboard! Alright, will do! Bye, Niall. Hey, let me come too! Whoa! Ah! Was that lucky timing or did he make that happen? I don't know. Alright, we're closing in. This craft is small and lightweight, so we have the edge, it seems. Yeah, but he has a gun. Damn stubborn little. Take this! Yeah! That's ridiculous. She did oppose, too. What? Huh, that'll teach you to not underestimate a bracer. Joshua, flank him on the right. Roger that. Huh? Whoa, how'd he get so fast? The wind is blowing towards open water. It's catching his sails and giving him a boost. Not good. At this rate, the yacht has a clear advantage. We won't be able to catch up. Say what now? It looks like Adio smiles on me today. I bid you farewell, brats. You've got to be kidding. We were so close. He's going to get away. There must be something we could do. What the? They're here. Alright, getting away is all well and good. But what now? I guess I have no choice but to head for the Empire. Or if I lie low for a little while, maybe he. What? What? Ugh. Get caught, son. You've been stopped by the Arcel. What? What's this airship? Is it the Royal Army? No. The coat of arms is wrong. It's the Royal Guard ship, a high-speed cruiser. Her name is the Arcel. Well, looks like we got here just in time. That blue and white uniform. Are you Her Majesty's Royal Guard? Precisely. I am the company commander, Julius Schwarz. Mayor Morris Dalmore of Rouen. I'm placing you under arrest for arson, robbery, and embezzlement, among other charges. This is a dream. It has to be. No. What? What's going on? Jean called the Royal Army for reinforcements. But how'd they get here so fast? Ho there, Bracers. Your cooperation is greatly appreciated. Please, let us handle this matter. I pressed Mayor Dalmore for information once he regained consciousness, but he apparently can't remember anything regarding the past few hours very well, if he remembers them at all. He's also drawing a complete blank about the arson and robbery. Really? Kinda like the leader of the Sky Bandits. Maybe it's related to those men in black from before. Well, even if he can't remember, the crimes are pretty clear-cut. It should go without saying that we'll be checking out this steward too. If we uncover anything, we'll be sure to let the Bracer Guild know. We appreciate it. By the way, Lieutenant, I have a favor to ask. What might that be? Would it be at all possible for me to get on board that ship as well? It's supposed to be the most advanced airship ever to come out of Zeiss. And make for a great story, and I really need one. I'm afraid not. The Arcel was only just completed, and is still undergoing flight testing. I must ask that you not comment on her at all until she's officially unveiled. What? Oh, come on! You gotta at least give me something about the mayor and his steward being arrested. Don't worry. The facts of the story will be given over to the Royal News Agency. Until then, please refrain from reporting any of this. What choice do I have? Alright, I can do this. I can write a story with even the barest scrap of info. I've got to hurry back to the agency and put these events to paper. If you'll pardon me, everyone. Well, he's in his usual high spirits. Would you expect any less? I'm told that the Liberl news circulation has increased dramatically of late. I hope he's not planning to write a big propaganda piece. What do you mean? Never mind. That was quite impressive, First Lieutenant Schwarz. Colonel! Whoa! Colonel Richard. Oh, I remember you. I presume that you are the new bracers the guild spoke of. Oh, so you were the one Jean got in touch with, Colonel Richard? Yes, I received word at Lyson Fortress, where the royal forces are stationed. I got here as quickly as I could, only to find that the crisis had passed. Excellent work, Lieutenant. That's very kind of you, sir. Still, I wonder, what would bring the guards from the royal city here, and so quickly? Perhaps you know of a route so secret that even our intelligence division is unaware of it. Surely you jest. Come now, Captain. This is hardly a time to pick a fight. I was simply admiring the proactive stance of the Royal Guardsmen. It's good to have you on our side. If it pleases you, Lieutenant, we'll take over the investigation from here, and move matters to Lyson Fortress. I believe the mayor will be well attended to there. Yes, I understand. Now, if you'll excuse us. Ladies and gentlemen of the Bracer Guild, and Royal Guard, and the young lady in the uniform. Fate willing, I think we shall see each other again. And with that, I bid you farewell. Safe travels, everyone. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but did the Colonel look like he was eyeballing Chloe to anyone else? Oh, was he? I'm sure it's just because he doesn't see students very often in his line of work. I wouldn't make too much of it. Oh, I'll bet you're right. That's probably it. That's not the impression I got at all. I'm certain that he's just as surprised as you are. It's hard to believe that Bracer so young would be so capable. He might be scouting you out to become part of the Royal Guard. Oh, come on. Don't flatter us. We had a lot of help on this case. You needn't be so modest. You're not full-fledged Bracers yet, but I presume that you wish to become so. Well, yes, we're in training for it. We intend to travel all over the country before the Queen's birthday celebration as part of our preparations. I see. You're partaking in self-study then. Lieutenant Shores, everything is ready for the CO's departure. Acknowledged. Estelle and Joshua, and Chloe too, of course. We must be leaving soon. I hope that our paths will cross again. Yes, ma'am. We'll be looking forward to it. Thank you very much. Regiment, attention! Whoa! Royal Guardsman and warship Arcel, prepare for takeoff. There she goes. Isn't she so pretty? Love the Arcel. Wow, a salute and fanfare to go with it. That's a little overwhelming. Yeah, and a state-of-the-art ship to boot. But I guess you'd expect as much from the defenders of Her Majesty the Queen. True. Lieutenant Shore sure is cool though. She kind of reminds me of that character that Chloe played, Oscar the Knight. I think so too. What an odd coincidence. Scree! Oh, don't tell me the Royal Guardsman showed up. And the Arcel was there too? She's supposed to be cutting edge. It's too bad I just worked the info desk. I'd have liked to see that. I never figured you for the military enthusiast. Still, didn't you end up speaking to Colonel Richard? Yes, he was on duty at Lyson HQ. I don't know how the Royal Guardsman got there so quickly though. I guess there's a lot more cross-communication in the military than I thought. Amazing that they managed to communicate at all, given how many agencies there are. Regular Army, Border Patrol, Intelligence, the Royal Guard. It must be pretty complicated. Cleaning up after an incident like this will be a major undertaking. What will happen to the administration of Rouen from now on? Yeah, since the mayor's been arrested. I'd imagine they'll be sending in someone as acting mayor. And if Dalmore is found guilty, elections will have to be held. Plus, reparations will probably be made toward the orphanage. Really? Thank goodness. All of this is thanks to Estelle and Joshua. Thank you so much. Truly. Come on, you don't have to be so formal. We just did what was right. Plus, it wasn't just us. Agate played a big part. Speaking of... Jean, have you received any word from him? Yes, but unfortunately, I'm afraid he wasn't able to capture the men in the black uniforms. They were not alone, apparently. Agate was ambushed. What? Is he alright? Yes, he managed to defeat them. I believe he gave chase and they're on their way to Zeiss. But now he's probably well outside of Rouen. Wow, talk about hardcore. Well, he's got plenty of experience after all. He'd been chasing those black-clad characters for a while. I think they're related to a job your father asked him to do. Dad asked him? And Agate just did what he asked? Well, the one to put Agate of the Ravens in his place was none other than Cassius himself. And whatever he might like to claim, Agate stood no chance against him. Whoa, seriously? Cassius really beat some sense into him, and Agate's too stubborn to simply say thanks and leave it at that. Ah, I get it. Maybe that's why he's so abrasive when it comes to us. Abrasive barely covers that guy's attitude. Guess he's not so high and mighty where Dad's involved, huh? Oh, speaking of your father, something wrong? What about that black Orbment that lit up and saved our lives at the mayor's estate? Oh yeah, that's right. So much has been going on that I forgot all about it. I wonder what that was all about. That Orbment may have saved our skins, but it was still weird. An unusually colored Orbment, huh? What can you tell me about it? Well, Estelle explained that it, along with a memo, had been in a package addressed to Cassius. Oh my, that's quite a story. From K asking about a Professor R. Could it be... You know what it means? Not specifically. I've got a hunch, but nothing to back it up. But if you want to know more about its origin, I'd suggest going to Zeiss. Why Zeiss? As you should know, Zeiss is famous for the manufacture of orbments. There must be someone there who might know something about your orbment. Makes sense. We may never learn more about the Black Orbment without consulting an expert. But we still have more training here to finish. Well, about that, you may want to prepare yourselves. What? Really? You had to have seen this coming. I mean, you got a recommendation for Bose after the Sky Bandit incident. Given your crucial roles in all the cases recently, I see no reason not to award it. Your assessment and reward have been prepared. We're at 188, and now 198. Hopefully, I'll keep that number in mind to make sure that's the maximum. Wow, all this on top of the pay for performing in the campus festival? Thank you for everything you've done for us. Come now, you've earned it. I confess, I'd also like to see you advance as quickly as possible. I believe we'll be able to make the best use of your talents this way. Thank you, John. We'll do our best to live up to your expectations. Congratulations, both of you. It'll be kind of lonely here without you, though. Chloe, you're right. It'll be tough to say goodbye. Oh, please, don't mind me. I'm just being selfish. Will you please tell me when you find out what day you're leaving? I'd like to see you off, at least as far as the airlet and checkpoint. Alright, the end of Chapter 2. Save that game. Let's see what happens now. We're on our way to our next region. I also just confirmed that 198 is the max score. Stubborn bastard. Hey, hey, hey! And how the heck is he keeping up with such a huge sword? Tex is going a little fast. Damn, we can't shake him. We have no choice. Time to counterattack. I guess you're finally taking me seriously. Good. I was getting sick of playing tag with you fools. He's not going to give up until he's dead. What a stubborn idiot. Does he really think he can beat 2-to-1 odds? I think I already have. What? Every fight takes spirit. You lose that, you've lost everything. And I figured out exactly what kind of spirit you losers had when you took off with your tails between your legs. Silence, Gilder dog. We can handle you. You're in for a painful death. Ugh. Damn it. We can't get caught now. Okay. How about you just surrender and give me your full confessions? Starting with who you are and what you're after. You needn't concern yourself about that. What? When did you get here? Commander, you came for us. You two are pitiful. You failed to report in as appointed, and this is why. We have no excuses. We've had a lot of interference. I get it. So you're the man in charge. Only of this particular scene. Allow me to apologize on behalf of my men. Could I persuade you to overlook this incident? Huh? Okay, repeat that. I said that I'd like for you to overlook this incident. We never had any intention of running afoul of the Bracer Guild. Don't make me laugh. You think I'm just going to look the other way, let you get away with what you did? Ah, well, I had thought it a generous offer personally. Certainly a fairer price than death. Both of you, stand down. Return to the rendezvous point at once. Yes, sir. Thank you, Commander. Where do you think you're going? Son of a... Fine. The target may have changed, but as long as I have one, and you being the leader, I assume you've got better information to offer me than your underlings anyway. You think it'll be that easy to make me talk? I sure as hell intend to find out! Not bad. Not bad at all. You have an irresponsible passion, but a great weight bears down upon you. You are not quite so different from me. What did you just say? It's a painful thing to be powerless in a time of crisis, but you know that feeling all too well. No, I can see it in your eyes. Fine then. I don't know who you are, but I think I like you. There's no shame in powerlessness. There's no shame in being outmatched. You and I both know that. Perhaps we could come to a mutually beneficial arrangement. Screw you! Don't act like you know anything about me. You're in for one hell of a beatdown. Yeah. All talk, no shock. But the guild's going to love interrogating you. What the? Is that the body split craft? I could sense something faint from the dark forest beyond. Nice try, but you've got a heavy heart. And a heavy heart makes for a light blade. Why don't you come out from hiding and say that? When a warrior enters a skirmish, he must be prepared to lose everything. Otherwise, he can gain nothing. In order to live as a man, you must forego all anger and grief. With that, I bid you farewell. The presence in the tree seemed to have vanished. Forgo? How the hell am I supposed to do that? Ah! Chapter 3. The Black Orbment. Guess she's not here yet. Did we get here that early? Could be. Want to kill some time at the tavern? Nah, it's nice out, so I think I'd rather just wait here. I doubt I could ever get tired of the view of the river. Yeah, no kidding. I even get the feeling that Ruon's finally back to normal. Pretty amazing considering the uproar after Mayor Dalmore's arrest. Well, a seated mayor has never been arrested before. Try to imagine if Mayor Klaus was arrested in Berlin. Yeah, that would be a real shock. But when I think of it that way, the people of Ruon almost seem cold. I mean, they were clearly surprised by what happened, but not a single person was truly shocked, as far as I can tell. Well, you have to remember, the mayor of Ruon has always been selected by bloodline alone. He wasn't elected to his position by the Ruonians, and that probably makes all the difference in the world. Yeah, that's true. The people of Rolent appointed Klaus mayor because they liked him and trusted him. Dalmore's getting what he deserves, but I still feel kinda bad for him. Hey, look who's here. Huh? Oh, Sieg! Scree! Estelle, Joshua! Hey! I'm sorry that I'm late. No problem, we just got here ourselves. Don't tell us you ran all the way here. You really didn't need to rush. I couldn't let you two go without seeing you off. Thank you very much for contacting me. Chloe, I keep telling you, you don't have to thank us. You too, Sieg. Thanks for coming. Scree! Well then, shall we be off? Okay. We need to use the south exit to reach Zeiss, right? Yes. On the southern road is a checkpoint called Erletten. You can set out for Zeiss from there. Roger that. Okay, let's go. Scree! Oh, it's cool that you can actually see Sieg fly away. Although I wouldn't have minded like Sieg being absorbed into our body and joining the party. That'd been cool. I'd have never suspected Mayor Dalmore of such crimes. The position of mayor in Rouen has been held by the Dalmores for generations. I suspect that one of them being arrested will be the end of that little tradition. For an old man like me, it's been a genuine shock. You were disappointing, O'Neill. Wait, you might have something I want, though. Here we go. Wait, did I miss a friggin' issue of the Liberl News? Did I really? I thought we were on issue 4. Maybe I'm imagining it. Was it in that tiny little time window? It super was. It was in that stupid time window yesterday. Oh, that's annoying. Save here. Alright, I'm going to go back and read that one, and then we'll come back and read this one. 2 for 1 on the Liberl News. I bet I probably did this in my last playthrough too. That time window is so tiny it's ridiculous. Alright, issue number 5. Featured story. We interview Colonel Richard. A close-up look at the man behind the plan. The Lynn incident halted the nation's aerial transportation and struck fear in our hearts, but thanks to the Royal Army's Intelligence Division, hereafter ID, all of that's behind us now, and no hostages were harmed. We're pleased to welcome the ID founder today for an exclusive one-on-one interview, and we'd like to thank him for taking the time from his busy schedule to meet with us. So this is the interview that he secured back in, Niall secured back in, Bose. Alan Richard, founder of the ID, born in Septian calendar 1168, age 34, single. Ooh. Single war, college graduate, rank colonel. Liberl News, hereafter LN. Congratulations on your success with the Lind incident. Oh, thanks, but I'm not sure I'm the right person to congratulate. We officers just sit in front of a desk all day. It's the men and women on the field who deserve all the praise here. And we are thankful, truly. Tell me, Colonel, what was your role in the 100 Days War? Easier to say what my role wasn't. I planned strategies, I fought, I handled communications and intelligence, and I procured goods for the troops, to name just a few of my tasks. And were the lessons you learned in the war contributive to the founding of the ID? Actually, no. We now live in an information age, and as Orbal technology advances, life becomes faster paced. And if the Royal Army can't keep up, well, then that's it for us. How do you see the Royal Army now, and in what ways do you believe it could be improved? As an officer, I really can't officially answer that. If you're asking for my own personal opinion, though, then I'd have to say that we need to become a more robust organization. As in more arms proliferation? No, quite the opposite. Not an expansion of force, but of quality. We need significant improvements in our organization, our equipment, our command structure. I'm afraid that's all the time we have, but Colonel Richard, I sincerely thank you for granting us this wonderful opportunity. This reporter's impression. Unpretentious, unrestrained, and bold. Colonel Alan Richard is nothing at all like the elite, haughty image people seem to have of him. And given his accomplishments, it's clear he's not only a brilliant man, but a politically savvy one as well. He truly is the Royal Army's rising star, and his time is only just beginning. Culture. Festival at the Janus Royal Academy. The Lecce is back in season, and as always, the Janus Royal Academy is ready to celebrate. Come for the fruit, but stay for the booths, the exhibits, and of course, the annual class play. Culture. Sightseeing. Rouen and Erletten. Clear lake water flows over the edge of an aqueduct, forming cascading falls of unmatching beauty. Such as Erletten, a place of natural splendor and boundless wonder. Scholars and archaeologists alike are baffled as to how such a grand medieval aqueduct were built in an age before Orbal technology. At present, the ruins of Erletten are used as a checkpoint between Rouen and Zeiss, but quality accommodations are also available for curious travelers with a taste for the ancient and mysterious. If that's you, then letting the air out of your boring life and get going. Oh, I feel like that's an X-Seed thing. That's an X-Seed line. Breaking story. Mercy Orphanage burnt to ashes. I like how this is back page news. Before dawn yesterday, a fire broke out at the Mercy Orphanage. No injuries were reported, but the building has been completely leveled. The Bracer Guild is presently investigating. Alright, and now issue 6. I actually replayed the end of the chapter just so I could keep that issue 5. Breaking story. Rouen mayor arrested. A sudden arrest. Yesterday afternoon, Rouen's mayor Maurice Dalmore, 48, was arrested by the Royal Guard on suspicion of arson and intent to commit other crimes. His steward, Gilbert Stein, 25, was arrested on the same charges. Both are in the custody of the Intelligence Division and have been transferred to Lyson Fortress. That freaking mugshot there. A horrifying rampage by the incumbent mayor. Mayor Dalmore is suspected of ordering the arson carried out on the Mercia orphanage and plotting the theft of the donations as well. Although those responsible for committing the acts have not yet been caught, the mayor, Stuart Gilbert, was seized at the scene, suggesting his involvement. Arcel aids an arrest. Mayor Dalmore abruptly fled his residence during questioning by the Bracer Guild and attempted to flee down the Rubine River in his personal yacht. The Bracers reacted quickly and alerted the Royal Guard, who rushed to the scene and in the high-speed cruiser Arcel and used its hull as a barrier to thwart the escape. After his apprehension, the suspect appeared to have a temporary lapse of memory, possibly due to shock, but has since regained his composure. What motivated such a despicable act? A figure born into privilege and wealth who, for years, managed the affairs of the municipal government, has fallen from grace, all for what in the end was nothing more than enormous debt born from insatiable personal greed. In an investigation conducted by the Liberl News, it was uncovered that Morris Dalmore had engaged in a number of speculative market transactions. However, a year prior, these deals in the Republic fell through, and he was left with a substantial debt. In order to cover his losses, Dalmore diverted money from the city's budget and attempted to develop a number of resort homes to be built somewhere within the region, perhaps reasoning that the profit gained from some prime real estate would hide his pilfering from the city coffers and restore his prior wealth. Unfortunately, the key to his plan, the Mercia orphanage, declined an offer to sell the land upon which it stood. The desperate suspect then resorted to arson and slipped into a heinous spree of crime. Society. Ruan awaits a speedy election, with the incumbent mayor under arrest and incapable of fulfilling his duties. Ruan's succeeding municipal government is expected to endure an extended period of confusion. However, though the abolishment of the aristocracy and simultaneous enactment of a royal charter, in an instance such as this one, the law stipulates that an election must be held at the earliest possible date and a new mayor selected. Therefore, in the interest of the public stability, a prompt and nonpartisan election is awaited by all. Technology, the Orbal calculator KillScottKill, #1 in processing ability worldwide. I feel like that should say computer, not calculator. Mechanical computation through the application of orbments has been used in a vast range of fields, beginning with navigational equipment aboard airships. However, the KillScottKill, which is located in Zeiss Central Factory, reigns supreme in this department. The KillScottKill has the ability to instantly locate information from within its databanks, which currently store an amount equal to that of numerous encyclopedias. Its inventor, Professor Russell, is presently researching further possible applications for this technology. There you go, 2 issues of the Liberl News, 2 for 1. Now we're supposed to go to Erletten, which we read about, but that's actually not what we're supposed to do, because guess what, there's a Carnelia chapter that just springs up right now in the complete opposite direction of what you would be going. And it's all the way at Genesis Royal Academy, how perfect. So, the fact that we went back and read issue 5 of the Liberl News actually kind of helped put something into perspective, and that was what Commander Schwartz of the Royal Guard was saying about hoping that Niall wasn't going to write a propaganda piece, because that's what she took the article about Colonel Richard to be. That's sort of propaganda, literally propping him up, making him look good. And the relationship there between the Royal Guard and the Intelligence Division doesn't seem to be perfect. There was some question as to what exactly the chain of command there was, and like how they both ended up trying to make the same arrest. It's a little confusing. Let's see, I think I need to go into one of the classrooms. Which one is it though? I don't know. I want to say a female student gives it to you. I'm going to check this one. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. What's up, Jerome? Oh, they were the ones that made the compatibility tester, right? That was in that room. Social studies. How about you? Nope. Here, Miss Viola. Right here's where I started to get lost. Nope. Oh, I wonder if it's not in a classroom. What if it's in a... Let's see. Oh, it's not. It's totally not. Good thing I checked. It's in the material archives in the clubhouse. There we go. Let's see. Maybe around here? I'm looking around for stuff to help me with the novel I'm writing. All the books I've been reading lately have really inspired me to write something of my own. Here, take a look at this one. I found it particularly moving. Reading is food for the brain. Yeah, sure. Well, it will be eventually when we sit down to read these. Cornelia's a fun story. But not today. We need to get out of the Ruan region completely. Say goodbye to it in this chapter. And, well, technically it's already ended, but I don't consider the new chapter started until you're actually in the region you're supposed to be going to. And our next location is Zeiss, the second to last region of the game, the furthest south in Liberl. Zeiss is an interesting place. I believe it was Jean who said it's the home of Orbment. At least in Liberl it is. It is a very industrial city. It's also home to Zeiss Central Factory, the leading producer of Orbments and various other things in Liberl, as well as the maker of all the airships we've seen so far. Not just the commercial ones like the Lin that got abducted, but also the Arcel itself. They built it for the Royal Army. Oh, Ruan, goodbye. I love you, Ruan, but we'll have to see you again in the next game. I'll come back. Let's get out of here. I don't want to downplay Zeiss because I'm like, oh, Ruan's the best. Ruan is the best. It's my favorite city. But Zeiss is pretty cool. Zeiss has a unique kink to it that's very different than all the other ones. Also, the Zeiss region is home to a couple of landmarks that are outside of the city. For one, it has the final major tower in the region, Carnelia Tower. There's also a military stronghold that we've been hearing about called Lyson Fortress. This is the Airletton checkpoint. We've been here, right? Yeah, we went here to get the Duke to leave in that one quest. I've been here before, but this is a nice little spot. That's unique dialogue. The view here is breathtaking. It certainly doesn't feel like a checkpoint, that's for sure. Actually, I hear that a lot of visitors come here to see the waterfall. Really? Ruan sure has a lot of nice places, huh? I can understand why the Duke would want to live here. Agreed. But I think Rolent is also a nice, relaxing place to live. Oh, you've been to Rolent? Yes, I've been to all 5 of the great cities. Oh, that's right. Zeiss is up ahead. You'll be surprised how charming it is. Really? It sounds like we're in for some fun. Alright, why don't we get the paperwork started then? Okay. What's up, dude? Can you hook me up? Good afternoon. How may I be of assistance? We were wondering what had to be done to obtain permission to enter Zeiss. Oh, okay then. Step right up. I'll take care of you. Be aware, though, that once these procedures have begun, you will not be allowed to leave the checkpoint. Are you okay with that? Yeah, go ahead, please. Then start by signing these documents. Estelle and Joshua sign their names to the documents. Alright, everything looks to be in order. Is the young lady there not joining you? Oh, I only came to see them off. Oh, very well then. You'll be able to accompany them as far as the mouth of the Caldia Tunnel. Thank you very much. What's the Caldia Tunnel? It is the main road that joins this checkpoint to Zeiss. The path is a long tunnel that passes directly through Caldia Hill. Wow, an underground road. That'll definitely be a first for me too. Wow, this is amazing. Huh. So the waterfall comes from a man-made river. I think it's called the Los Waterway. It was made a very long time ago. Yes, and it's linked directly to the Valeria Lakeshore. Pretty impressive, given that they did it without any Orbments to help. So what's that over there? That's the entrance to the tunnel, I think. Yeah, So, I guess this is goodbye. Yes. So you're going to be traveling around the kingdom, right? We might be able to meet again in Grancel. Really? I'll be going back there when the Queen's birthday celebration starts. Some of my relatives will be there, so I have to join them. That's just a month away, isn't it? I think we may actually be in Grancel around that time. So then, once you're done with your family stuff, contact the Grancel Guild branch. If you do, we can try to meet up. I certainly will. Estelle and Joshua, I can't thank you enough. I will never forget everything that you've done for me. Come on, don't be so formal. We're in your debt as well, for many reasons. I'd say we're pretty even. What a thing to say. When we confronted the mayor, I said some terrible things. You care for no one but yourself, but I was no different. Huh? I've been running away from the reality of my own situation for a while now. To the orphanage, and to the academy. But the two of you taught me something. You helped me find the courage to hold my head high, and find the strength to protect what matters. Because of you, I know how to be brave. I don't really get it. But if we were able to help you, I'm happy. Oh, cheer up, okay? We'll see each other again in Grancel. Yes, absolutely. Scree! Huh, and maybe we'll get to see Seek there too, right? Scree! That was a joke. I mean, Grancel's pretty far away. I don't think those wings would hold. Besides, your home is here. Scree? Seek isn't just any bird, you know? I think he'll be there. I'm sure. Seek's just full of surprises, isn't he? Well then, shall we be off? Yeah. Hey, good luck to both of you on your journey. And I'll be praying for you to find your father. Scree! Thank you. You two take care. Scree? Yes, I think so too. We'll see them again. Sorry to keep you waiting, Chloe. Miss Julia, you're done with your duties at Eisen Fortress? Yes, it took longer than I had anticipated. Pardon my rudeness, but I've come to get your report on the incident. Thank you for your service. Scree! Hey now, settle down, Sieg. Have you been fulfilling your duty as escort? Scree! He's always been very helpful. Isn't that right, Sieg? Scree! He's certainly chipper. The Arcel is stopped at the end of the highway. You're to report in there. Understood. I'll be leaving school for a while. I need to say goodbye to my teachers before returning to Grancel. Estelle, Joshua, I'll take what you taught me and show you that I can be strong. Stronger than even you two. I'll do everything in my power to see to that. What's wrong? Nothing. I just got the feeling that someone was coming. Huh? There's someone in here other than us? Guess not. Yeah. Sorry, I must have imagined it. Oh, I get it. Huh. I think you've still got a little crush on Chloe. Huh? What makes you say that? Oh, don't be shy. You know I can read you like a book. It's not unreasonable, after all. You did, kiss her during the play. What if she asked you to come back? You'd say yes, right? I guess you didn't notice then. Notice what? The last scene. That was just for show, you know? It was staged, just so it would look like a real kiss for the audience. What? You really can be completely clueless sometimes. It was written right there in the script notes. Oh, I see. Note to self, do not insert foot into mouth. But why do I feel so relieved? Estelle? You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Come on, Saisa waits. And that's where we stop. When we pick up next time. Zeiss!